At the pre-contract stage, this is where you are trying to ascertain the status of the property. So you'll need a copy of the title deed, which you use to apply for a search at the Ministry of Lands. But the Ministry of Lands has also provided for us an online platform where you can enter your details of the property, make the requisite payment, and obtain the search. Other details that will be essential but do not apply to all properties. It could vary from the nature of the property. Remember, you could be buying bare land, you could be buying an apartment, which in that case you'll be looking at a lease. You could be buying a property, buying property off plan, which means the property has not existed yet, but there's a plan with respect to its development. You'd need to look into the status of the property. Has it, where it's bare land, is it emanating from a subdivision? In which instance you might require a mutation plan, or need to look at the subdivision maps and identify where your property is situate. There's also a green card. A green card is at the more advanced level of a search, because a green card provides a framework of the title deed. It provides a historical perspective as to where the property was transferred from, who was the original owner, how did it transfer, and all these are incorporated in what we call a deed file, which is the file that is the framework file for a property. So a deed file would essentially provide you with all details pertaining to the property, even from the point of subdivision to creation of a new title to issuance of a title deed. That is at pre-contractual stage. At contractual stage, it's an agreement for sale, and which would govern which documents you need for purposes of the transaction. Some of the completion documents again vary from transaction to transaction. Where you are buying a piece of land, you realize you will need a copy of the title deed, land rent and land rates clearance certificates. When it comes to a development or apartment, you'll need to make sure you've obtained the property, or the property developer rather, obtained approvals from NEMA, which is National Environmental Management Authority. You'll need to ensure the property developer acquired consents from the National Construction Authority. So all these are licenses and consents that you should have as a purchaser to avoid any future interference. We've seen instances where the National Construction Authority decides to break down houses or bring down developments because of lack of compliance to that extent. So it's necessary to make sure before you acquire property, ensure that the developer or the person who is selling to you has these documents and licenses in place. So post-contractual stage, of course, you have acquired your title deed, so you'll need to do a post-registration search to ascertain that the title has actually been registered in your names.